Hey there folks, this is the Mysterious JG, making a little bit of an announcement video here, and because it is my nature, I pulled out a little bit of video game to play while I'm talking. This is Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence, and boy, you know, I had a pretty lengthy, and I thought successful and fun LP of this, but boy, I wish I had more time to spend with the game. The new RTK game is coming out, and I'm not obligated to play it, but I have pre-ordered it, and I do plan to play it, and I plan to play it on the channel. But, you know, being said, man, I wish I had more time to spend with this game before other games kind of took its place. But I'm off on a tangent already, because the purpose of this video is to let you guys know about a stream that I'm going to be part of, starting on Friday and running through Saturday. And it's to support Grimith Reaper, YouTube name Grimith R. He's a fellow hobbyist. He's somebody who's been doing this longer than I have. I didn't actually know of Grimith until after I started the hobby myself, but I think Bobo actually was watching Grimith before he even started LPing, and you know, Bobo introduced me to Grimith in more ways than one, and I became quite a fan. And well, I don't know how many tangents to go off on. People are used to me rambling. So the short of this is that Bobo and I are going to be doing a live stream with some other people as well. I'll put the link to Bobo's channel, rather his streaming address, and it's going to be in some ways similar to the things that we've done in the past with trying to help out Zerfall. Where Zerfall was hosting a stream, and we would sort of be guests along with others to help him out, raising money for charity, because Grimith has had a bereavement, and we're trying to help him out. He has a donation PayPal type of thing. A lot of hobbyists have ways for you to donate to the channel, and Grimith is somebody that we, have a lot of internet love for, and we're trying to help him out. So that's the main point of the video, and you can move on from there if you want to, and I'll hopefully see you guys on Friday and Saturday. But go a little bit further in. Well, I'll read about the scenario that I'm about to play for a couple of minutes here on Nobunaga's Ambition, and this is the One-Eyed Dragon. The cycle repeats, war followed by a false peace. In the land of Oshu, ever bound by its old ways, Masamune grappled to make a new world. His eye, gazing farther than any other, past the horizon itself, grants him the visage of a familiar hero. Yet unfortunately, he had been born too late. Still, risking all on a minuscule chance, the One-Eyed Dragon aims for the world. And if you look at this map here, you will note that the middle, this is set, it's beginning shortly after Hideyoshi has defeated Mitsuhide. I believe at this point he's also defeated Katsuie, and is basically the inheritor of the political power block that had once belonged to Nobunaga Oda. The Tokugawa are an independent force at this point, and they will be one of the last to fall in line with Hideyoshi's order. The Mori still exist, the Chosakabe still exist. I'm blanking on the name of the guys in the far southwest there. The guys who yell Chesto. I cannot remember the name of that clan. They're the guys who, amongst those who introduced gun warfare to Japan too, and I'm just totally blanking on them. So that's kind of odd, but I wouldn't be able to remember them. The Hojo are still around. They were my greatest foes in my playthrough of the game, and not as far in the northeast as I thought, from what I learned in Samurai Warriors. But when you actually look at an actual map of Japan, the Date are they're on the main island of Honshu in the east, but they're not all the way to the northeast. They're not like bordering Hokkaido or anything like that. I can't believe I can't remember that. Shimazu I blanked on. But anyway, so this is like one of the scenarios that I would play around with if I actually had time to keep playing this game. And although I've rediscovered some of the fun of playing video games and not recording for the internet, this has not been one of them. So I'm going to play this for a few minutes and talk about Grimith to check out our stream that we're doing in a couple of days. So you can play as a different clan zone. This is how I could have pretty easily gone and checked out the Shimazu. I love this guy though, Soren Otomo. I just love his like big frilly, I don't even know what you call the collar on his cape there. Looks like he's got a magician's cape. But anyway, obviously the main point of this is the Yuasuke are still going at this point, aren't they? Yeah, that's the son of Kenshin. And the Sanada are still a separate force. Although the Takeda have been eliminated by this point because the Takeda were eliminated by the Oda. But yeah, you're supposed to play as Masamune Date, the one-eyed dragon of Oshu. They are a progressive clan because despite being portrayed as a bit of a doofus in the Samurai Warriors games, Masamune was actually a very forward-thinking man by the standards of his place and time. So we'll play around with this. Speaking of forward-looking men, considering their place and time, Grimith is as far as Let's Players go, he will always be very near and dear to my heart as the guy who I enjoyed watching his Let's Plays even before he got into this game, but he started Let's Playing, he Let's Played Romance of Three Kingdoms 4 and Romance of Three Kingdoms 6, and I was already familiar with the Romance of Three Kingdoms series. I started later on than he did, but it had never occurred to me when I was Let's Playing little short games and occasional, RPGs and occasional short games, never occurred to me that people would actually sit and watch an entire Let's Play of a game like that. And while I think my RTK 10 and 11 LPs that I've done over the years clocked in longer than his playthroughs of 4 and 6, has as much to do with my playstyle as it does the differences between the RTK games. Yeah, he basically proved that people will check that stuff out and enjoy it, and that they really get into it when you let them do creative characters. And so some of my best and most fun to play and most enjoyed by others LPs were things I wouldn't have done if it hadn't been for Grimith. And of course, I had a lot of fun Let's Playing Diablo 2 with Grimith and Bobo together. So we are going to jump into scenarios. I'm not going to change any of these because I'm not actually going to play long enough to really make anything out of this. Just jumping in and having some fun. Nobuchika Chosakabe, Motochika's heir. He was bestowed the name Nobu, and then I wasn't able to read fast enough. In October, the 12th year of Tencho, 1584, Terumune Date, leader of the Date clan, suddenly summoned his chief retainers and clansmen to his home castle. So you're all here. Well, everyone, I have important news. Eagle Nacho Cheese are the chips you'll choose. From today, I am passing on leadership to the clan to Masamune and retiring. Everyone, support Masamune as much as you can. Later. Everyone was rendered speechless by Terumune's sudden announcement. Breaking the silence first was the woman called the Demon Princess of Oshu, Terumune's wife, Yoshi, known for hatching from an egg and letting Mario ride her. Please wait. What? Masamune is still young, still inexperienced. Leadership is much too great a burden for him. He is also far too ill-mannered a man. I cannot imagine him commanding our retainers well. If Masamune has at least had the calmness of mind Kojiro does... Oh. Enough. This is what I've decided as clan leader. We'll not hear anything further. No, you will listen further, father. Anything further? Skip it. I am his mother. I know him. If they catch word that Masamune has become the leader, the warriors will swear allegiance to Date will cause an uproar. You'll see. And if that happens, our clan will surely... Shut up, bitch! I said silence. Politics is not your place. Get back in the kitchen, woman. Make me a sandwich. Sorry, that's me being stupid. If you say any further, wife or not, you will force my hand. Ooh, I mean, like you heard, Masamune, you're the new head of the clan now. But father! Masamune, don't let your father down. With talent like yours, you won't end up a small country daimyo like me. Understood, father. I, Masamune, will do my utmost as the new leader of the Date clan. Terumune's passing of the baton was, of course, meant to prematurely stop conflict over inheritance. Terumune intended to act as Masamune's aide for a time, then truly pass over the reign once the clans had settled down. However, when Masamune Date became head of the clan, just as Yoshi had predicted, the various warriors and lords of Oshu started moving. While they pledged loyalty to the Date clan on the surface, behind the scenes they began to make all sorts of plots to survive and expand their influence. One of them Sadatsuna Uchi made a big show of welcoming Masamune's inheritance while connecting with the Ashina clan, connecting under the surface.
Sadatsuna, does he really think I don't know of his half-baked treachery?
He's looking down on you, looking down on your youth, I'd wager.
Now that I can't let slide, I'm gonna show him just how people who look down on me end up.
A just plan. Disobedience to Lord Masamune must be atoned with blood. Grant Sadatsuna stern judgment so that we may see no more traitors of his kind, as I tried desperately not to sound too much like Nobunaga. Now that was awfully grandiose. I hope things don't take a turn for the wild, but... I thought the caterpillar thing he's got in his head is totally sweet. And it's the Battle of Itoroibashi. I don't pretend to be able to pronounce Japanese. Now the leader of his clan faces defiance. Masamune Dada chose to expand his forces to hold back his opposition. However, a tragedy awaited. So the plan was also going to play this game for a few minutes and talk about the charity stream. That's already a big disaster because you're not going to be good at doing both at the same time. And I don't remember... don't remember enough of what I need to do. What's the surround Odamori Castle. Alright. So anyway, yeah, stream coming up on Friday, starting around 1 or 2 for Bobo's thing. And we can't be any more specific than that because you never know whether you'll feel like watching a separate episode of Lucha Underground while the California tortilla settles in your stomach. But we'll try to get started at a specific time since we're asking people to join in and watch. And we're asking you to donate generously to help Grimith out because, you know, he had a loss in the family and, hey, you know what? I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm an accountant by trade. It's really expensive to deal with that kind of... I mean, the emotional toll is there, all of that, but just the gritty, nasty reality is that there's a financial toll in dealing with end-of-life issues. And we're all, you know, really get a lot of free entertainment out of Grimith. So we're trying to convince people to, as Bobo said, throw a couple shekels his way. So... where are we supposed to be attacking? I don't remember. Inobashiro Castle, was it? Odamori Castle. Well, I gotta find the one that actually has a quest marker on it, but I'm certainly not defaulting to it. Ah, here we go. They don't want me to attack now, but I'm gonna go anyway because...
Let's show them how
stupidly, because I don't have the patience to do this the right way. You go ahead and detour like you said. And I'm trying to remember how you make time move faster. That's how you do it. Money for nothing, your chicks for free.
Onward to the battlefield.
Your orders, please.
Your orders, Templar.
Reporting in.
You're just gonna keep on going and ignore everything and just...
Let's get this started.
That's why you can't beat Shizugane, who has the voice of Dynasty Warriors 6 Onward Liu Bei. So the quest has been achieved or accomplished. That didn't take long. Masamune's fierce assault brought Odamori Castle down in an instant. Sadatsuna Uchi gave up defending his fortress and fled to the Ashina clan.
This isn't enough. I'll make them regret looking down on me when I send them all to hell. Put every last person in this castle to the sword. Masamune, I was talking earlier about how progressive and forward-thinking you were. Is this really how you want me to look? Whoa, that's kind of creepy, like the centipede on my head. Aye, my lord, let us show them your fierceness.
Everyone slice them down, leave no man, no blade of grass uncut. Every last person in Nomori Castle was ruthlessly cut down. When all was through, all that moved were the soldiers of the Date. Masamune's extreme action brought fear upon the powerful of Oshu. Yoshitsugu Nihanmatsu, holding connections to Saratsuna Uchi, feared Masamune's attack and immediately surrendered. In response, Masamune gave the Nihonmatsu clan surrender conditions that would virtually destroy them. Yoshitsugu cried to Teramune without hesitation, asking him to mediate. Masamune, that's enough. You don't need to rush things like this. Just because you're trying to end this video quickly and talk about Grimith in the stream again.
Are you going to interfere with my decisions, Father? With me, the leader of the Date? Don't talk about the streams. I think about crossing the streams, and I think about the new Ghostbusters movie, and I refuse to review it because it's desecrating something from my childhood. And I seem to recall it was you said I wouldn't end up a small country daimyo.
Well, I said you wouldn't have to.
And that means we can't keep business as usual around here. That won't get us forward.
That I know all too well. Yet if no one can keep up with you, your dream will stay that, a dream. At times one must wait, endure, and accept.
Man, you sound like Ieyasu, the guy who ultimately is going to win. ...
My lord, I have to agree. Keeping this up is going too far, no matter how you think about it.
Fine. Father, I'll leave dealing with Nihonmatsu to you. Shizagane, we're back on the battlefield. Get ready.
He's anxious, rushing. Perhaps I encouraged him a little too much. Should have given him more spankings. No fault lies with you, my lord. Masamune and I are simply young and inexperienced, and know not when to pull back, or to pull out. Well, leave this one to me. Shizagane, keep taking care of Masamune, would you? Aye, leave it to me, my lord. If Masamune seems stressed out, take him out somewhere, have him relax a little. And so, thanks to Teramune's maneuvering, Yoshitsugu Nihonmatsu's vassalage to the Date clan was permitted, the minimum of territory left in their possession. However, Masamune's violent military expansion brought anxiety and unrest all throughout Ushi. And then Westerners showed up. Uchi clan was limited by Date clan. And we captured we have to capture Motomiya Castle. Motomiya!
Stop here.
Yeah, let's not say we did. So anyway, there you go. Quick quest as the Date, just to, get a nice picture from this game to be my video thumbnail and possibly draw on the interest of people who enjoyed this LP. So this has already gone 20 minutes almost, and I barely said anything about the actual subject. But, so let me close out with some actual thoughts on it. I talked about Grimith a bit. Just, we'll have a 24-hour play. The whole point is we're going to go over 24 hours between me, Bobo, and various celebrity guests. Celebrity guests. Celebrity guests like Will Bean make an appearance. Bean, Hollywood legend Bean. It sounds like I'm making fun of Bean, who is no more or less a celebrity than Bobo or myself. Could we possibly see an appearance by Bean? I don't actually know. Bean is not guaranteed. I have no word that Bean is committed to showing up for any of this. Anyway, folks. Yeah, but we're going over 24 hours. There'll be plenty of time to reminisce about how much Grimith has, at the risk of sounding hokey, how much Grimith has meant to us over the years. Because I feel bad about the fact that I haven't talked to Grimith in a while, because he's given me a lot of enjoyment, especially when I was in Afghanistan. It was really hard to get a lot of TV. There were Grimith Let's Plays or Let's Get On With It adventures where I could kind of tell he was annoyed with the game, but I just was treasuring every minute of some of those when I was over there. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So any little thing we can do to help. I'm an accountant, so in my mind it's like I'm hoping we can raise some money. I think Bobo's mindset, he's more of an artist type of personality. I think his mindset's more, if we can raise a little money for him, that's nice. But just a gesture of getting people together to enjoy a hobby that, has given Grimith a lot of joy over the years, and right now he's not in a very joyful time. Just remind him of the funsies that can be had by silly voice acting in video games and that sort of a thing. This game is very unlikely to be featured. As a matter of fact, I can pretty much guarantee you I will not be playing this game as part of the stream, because I checked with Bobo. He's willing to try it out, but I don't think I'll be carting over the PS4 to his place. He's got plenty of hardware that we can play different video games on, so the PS4 games are probably off the menu. Got some gifts for Bobo. They might feature in. I might have some surprise suggestions for Bobo live in the stream of things to try. If I have anything to say about it, it might be fun to do like a Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends Destiny mode run. We haven't done one of those in a long time, but they were always a lot of fun. Bobo has mentioned possibly a certain 2D fighter, which I will not reveal, because Bobo would have revealed his notions if he wanted to. I'm just throwing out some suggestions I'm going to make. There is going to be a stretch of time where I'm playing while he rests, and vice versa, so I guess if I could figure out a strategy game that I could play at his place, that might be something where I could just let me know your thoughts, folks. Maybe there will be a little time to play around with this. As a matter of fact, I might just save this game before I go. Even though I actually did not make a good start of this. I rushed that first objective. This was not the way to do it, so no, I won't do that. But anyway, yeah, I'm calling it a video now because I've just been rambling for 20 minutes, but People like that sometimes. But the point of the matter is, come Friday, join myself and Bobo and other mystery guests, possibly even Hollywood legend Bean, and possibly not Hollywood legend Bean. And we're going to be playing video games and celebrating a guy who also plays video games, and it's just a hell of a lot of fun to watch, and it's been a privilege to work with him on one or two things over the years, and we're hoping you guys will pony up just a little bit of loose change and spending monies you got to help him out in a bad time. And I think I've hit the same 3 points about 8 times each in this video. It's almost like I'm creating characters for this game. So I'm just going to call it now. Bye-bye, folks. See you in a couple of days.